changing lives.
Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of Real Talk here at the studios of Hope TV Ghana. My name is Evie and today we are going to discuss a very interesting conversation here at the studios of Hope TV Ghana. We're also live on Facebook and YouTube, Hope TV Ghana. We would like the conversation to be very interactive, so I would recommend that you go to our social media platforms, leave your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, and we can all have a wholesome conversation. You know, as usual, we get very interesting conversations here at Real Talk because this is where we have real conversations by real people. And these are real stories shared with us. And we try to have the conversation where we're able to get you solutions to the problem or at least steer you in the right direction. We know that a problem shared is half solved, and finding the right people to have the right conversation is very essential. Because you could have the right conversation with the wrong people, which can be detrimental to the situation at hand. We are going to go ahead and go into our story very shortly, but I would like to introduce my panelists to you. I have in the studio with me a very beautiful lady, Hilda Enchua Ofori, who is a technical product manager. Hilda, how are you doing today?
Fine, thank you. I hope you are well.
I'm fine too, thank you. What is a technical project manager?
So a technical product manager or a product manager is someone who brings together stakeholder ideas into actionable products. So as a technical product manager, I collaborate with engineers, with the design teams in a company, just to come out with beautiful digital products that businesses can use.
I see. It sounds very interesting. How has your week been?
Well, very stressful, I would say, but yeah, while we're hanging in there.
I mean, the breath you took before you answered was very, very indicative that it's been a stressful week.
It has.
But we thank God for life, don't we?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Always grateful.
Very much so. We are going to go straight ahead and read our story to you so we can delve into the conversation. This one is titled, Betrayed by the One I Sheltered. It says, Dear Real Talk, I am a single woman in my 30s. I have worked hard to build a respectable life, a stable job at a prestigious institution, a decent apartment in Accra, and peace of mind. Years ago, during national service, I met a friend. We clicked because we both came from the same university. She was struggling after school, jobless, and with nowhere to stay. So I brought her into my home. She was from Kumasi, and Accra wasn't easy for her. So for 2 full years, I housed her to no rent, no bills, just sisterhood. I even helped her get a job. To me, she was family. I never expected anything in return. I was just happy not to be alone. But behind my back, Abina was building a different kind of story. One day, I overheard her gossiping with others, mocking me. Who will even marry her? That pierced through me. It was coming from someone I had fed, sheltered, and loved like a sister. But what hurt even more was when I realized she was the same person who destroyed a relationship I had built for years. She had gone behind my back and told lies to the man I was dating, things that weren't true. Her words turned him away from me. I confronted her right in front of the people she was gossiping with. I couldn't hold it in. I said, you came to Accra with nothing. I gave you shelter. I found you a job. You were in my house like my own sister. And yet you went behind me to destroy something precious to me, my relationship. Everyone went silent. She couldn't say a word. Later, she sent a message apologizing, saying it didn't make sense and that she did not mean it. But how do you undo betrayal? How do you trust someone again after they've harmed you that deeply? I have forgiven her, but her actions still echo. I have moved on, but I still wonder if someone I helped so deeply could betray me like this, then who else could? That's why I'm sharing my story. I need clarity. I need healing. Is marriage an achievement? Indeed, you need to be careful who you call a friend. I mean, friendship betrayal can be one of the most painful things that anyone would go through. You know, usually when we talk about broken hearts, we think it's romantic relationship. Oh, a guy you've loved so many years leaves you. But I can tell you for a fact that friendship betrayal is one of the most heartbreaking things that you could go through. You could easily replace a man, I mean, I mean, you could disagree, but you could. But finding someone that you've built so much history with, a sister, someone you love, it's difficult because you can never find yourself in a situation where you be completely open, you be completely honest, or trust another person again. And to lose a friendship like that can be very devastating. But let's go into the conversation. Trust and betrayal. Hilda.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure you've had friendships that have faded or fizzled out.
Actually, when I read the story, it actually hit home because many a time you tend to do like good things for people, help people out, and then you are just met with betrayal or envy. So I can really relate to this. I can.
And I like I was saying before, it's one of the most painful things that anyone could go through. But to you, what does friendship look like? I know friendship looks like something different to everybody, but to you, what does friendship look like?
Okay, so for me, friendship basically looks like someone who is like your ride or die. Okay. Someone who wouldn't embarrass you behind your back. Someone who would stay with you through thick and thin. Someone who would be real with you. I mean, someone who would tell you, hey, this is not looking good on you. Yeah. I think someone who's honest in general, that's what true friendship looks like. Because as a friend, you're supposed to be able to say it even when it's bad. Yes. So that's what true friendship looks like.
You see people that work with your friends and maybe their dress is looking a certain way and you wonder.
I would say it. And many people have left me for that, but
rather,
yes, I would be honest with you. I wouldn't want to be put out there looking, you know, very bad or not kept. So I would tell you, and I would appreciate that if a friend should point that out to me. I would rather see that as, you know, being a good friend.
I agree. I agree. But you know, in this story where this person picks her friend literally from the streets, bring her home, feeds her clothes, and gets her a job. I mean, in this Ghana, if somebody can get you a job,
right? Like,
you have to be very grateful.
You have to be like,
what could be the reason for such a person to go behind this friend's back and betray her soul? Why do you think people do that? Is it a nature of the human race? Are we inherently ungrateful people? What would make somebody who calls themselves a friend, in this case a sister, do this to a friend?
I think most of the time it's pride. So you coming out or you being at a lower place and then someone lifting you up. There are people that you would help in. Like I've had people that I've helped and they're like, you gave me this and it's not even enough.
Okay.
Yes. So I feel like sometimes it's pride. Other times it's also jealousy. People just don't want to see you doing well. And I always tell my friends, like, no, you don't owe anybody anything. Nobody owes you honesty. Nobody owes you being generous. Nobody owes you anything. The fact that you have decided to be a good person doesn't mean someone has to reciprocate what you are doing. So for me, most of the time, it's either envy or jealousy.
Wow, and to be envious of the one that has helped you, what sort of human being?
I mean, there are people like that. It's just human nature. So there are people that they just don't like to see people doing well, or they are just jealous of where you've gotten to. They might get closer to you to bring you down of a sort. Yeah.
I think to have that character trait, you need Jesus. You need help.
Because, you do.
Yeah, I can't understand how. Like in the story, she was literally gossiping about her friend, saying who would marry this one, and you live in a house,
and she feeds you, right?
Like there's a special place in hell for people like this.
Yeah. I think my grandma told me one thing sometime back. She said, "If you are jealous, you are a witch." She said, "Jealousy is witchcraft."
Yeah, it is.
So I believe maybe people don't know they are witches in disguise.
Hilda, it's funny you say this because the other time I was talking to somebody and I said, when we say witchcrafts, people think it's a demonic one hiding somewhere, cooking something in a pot. But it's these traits.
It's these
jealousy,
traits, envy, hatred.
Yes. That is witchcraft. A lot of people are witches and they don't know. Now coming back to the story. So this girl, this lady who helped her friend, clearly thought she was doing something good, and she was doing something good.
She was actually.
And but how could she? First of all, could she have was the word protected herself, her heart from such a friend? Is there a way she could have guarded her heart from this outcome, or you think it's just one of the risks that come with helping people?
Yes, I think if you are compassionate to an extent, there are the good sides to it and the bad sides to it, right? Like I said, I have been in situations where I've helped people and they paid me back with envy, jealousy, hatred. Yeah, but I think it just comes with being compassionate. So there are the downsides to being a good person, trying to like help others, and there are also the good side. It's just one of those things. We pray that we don't meet these kind of people often to sort of take us into a state where we no longer want to help others. But it's just the perks of being compassionate, actually.
It's very sad. You mentioned that you've helped somebody that has in turn betrayed you. Not to put you on the spot, but could you share your experience and how you got through that, and if you ever forgave the person?
Oh, I have. Okay. I have. I mean, I've forgiven, but you know, there's a clear distinction between forgiveness and then access.
Okay.
So I've forgiven you, but you no longer have access to me. Right. So for me, sometime back, way back in university, you know, university hustle, we tried to start like a business.
Okay.
So we were selling, I think, hair products.
Okay.
Yeah, so we used to go to Accra, go and get hairpins and all of that. So I knew the lady at Accra, and then, you know, I would go there, we'll get the store, come back to school, give it out to people, go to other schools, Legoni, PSA, deliver to them. And then, like, for some time, I wasn't hearing from the lady at Accra, like our supplier, only to find out that this friend of mine, or let me say my partner, had like launched a whole new like avenue. She was taking the orders. She was dealing with our customers.
The same business.
The same business. So I was like, okay, you could have just respected me and then just told me, hey, Hilda, I don't want you in this again. Or I've gotten stock to some extent, I've gotten money to some extent, I just want to do this on my own. But it was actually her idea. Okay. So because it was her idea, I feel like maybe she thought she owned it or something. But we were collaborating. I mean, I would bring money, you would bring money,
so
and then we'll go in. So just say, right. But yeah, I mean, I was paid with that. I lost my customers. The people I linked her to started purchasing from her. I stopped benefiting. But yeah, I had to move on. So yeah, that was what happened in a nutshell.
That's very... Did she acknowledge what she did?
Well, she didn't. I think she never had the courage to like speak to me. But you know, when something is off, you just feel it. You know. So yeah, I spoke to the supplier. She was like, "Oh, your friend comes here," and she was of the idea that I couldn't come.
So she's now
she is the one. Like, but then yeah, I just think it's one of those things, right?
It brings me to the point of female friendship. We hear this is something we hear all the time. Oh, as for women, they cannot be friends. Oh, as for women, their friendship is such that over time somebody will do something to someone. We hear it all the time.
Yes, we do.
It's as for women, when there are three friends,
two are too close, and then
yes, we hear these things all the time, and it's very sad because it puts the woman as somebody that is not loyal, as somebody that cannot maintain a relationship, as somebody that is evil, if I should say. But women friendship can be one of the best friendships that you can ever nurture. Because I have friends from way back from school, way back from school, from senior high school, from uni, even some as far back as elementary school. And you can see the change and the way the friendship has evolved. From the kids that we were to senior high school girls to figuring out who you date or not, you know, to figuring out who you probably marry or not, to work, and then some have gone ahead to be mothers, and all that journey is, so it changes their friendship. But if you're able to maintain it, it's one of the best circles you can, one of the best supports.
Yes, I would totally agree, because I have this friend of mine, Sewa. We always tell people we've been friends since birth. Because we're like 3 months apart. Okay. And we've done everything together. She works. Sometimes we don't talk, but when we meet, there's that.
The low maintenance friendship.
I mean, there are friendships that you get into as a woman, and some will teach you a lesson, to be very honest. And some you can nurture it to an extent, like the way Sewana, we've come so far. We don't talk every day, but when I see her, we're together, we do everybody knows she's my friend. So and we've been the best of friends. We've not had any because she would tell you if it's wrong, it's wrong, if it's right, it's right. And I would tell her. So I feel like again, there are two sides to it. You either go in to learn a lesson or you go in to gain a blessing.
To gain a blessing.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I don't think women are the worst of friends. Because I have a good friend and she's a woman. So,
so we have to change that narrative.
Yes, we do. We do.
Because men always say, oh, these people, they'll be fighting.
Women, my brother would say every woman is a witch. Choose your witch and then deal with their witchcraft. So, yeah, I think...
Tell your brother we appreciate that.
Yeah, so...
But back to our story, how do you choose a friend? Making sure that this friend is somebody that would be able to be solid throughout the struggles, test of time. Like this friend Sewa, I'm sure things have come your way. I'm sure you have probably had a little bit
we've had arguments here.
Yeah, you found your way back to each other. And any time after an argument, you got stronger. What was that green flag in Sewa that you would probably say, look out for this?
But when it comes to friendship, I can't really pinpoint that you should look out for something.
Okay.
I would rather come from the perspective of you going to somebody to be their friend or you getting with someone to be their friend. So it's about what you have to offer as a friend, how honest you are willing to be, how far you are going to go to help this person. So I would say just look for someone who shows you a reflection of yourself. Because Sewa is honest, I am honest. She will tell me as it is. I will tell her as it is. So when you find someone who is like on that kind of level with you, friendships, relationships, all starts on trust, honesty, and not lying to each other. So I think lies, you should look for someone who doesn't lie to you, someone who tells you as it is, not in a bad way or like to condemn you,
because there's also that.
Yes, there's also that. There are people who like hide behind the, oh, I want to be honest with you, but then
blunt.
Yes,
and then they're just outrightly rude,
so very nice. Yes, there's that. But I just feel like look for someone who is honest enough to tell you when it's going wrong, to support you, like someone who would just be happy for you. I mean, I got a job way before Sewa did.
Okay.
But she was there. She was there to cheer me on. And when she got a job, I was also there to cheer her on. So just someone who would bring out the best in you. I feel that's what you should look out for in a friend.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think one of the things that you have to look out for as well is a friend that takes accountability.
I totally agree.
You know, there are some people that are never wrong.
Yes.
Like they would go, instead of saying I'm wrong, I'm sorry, they would go round. Have you seen that thing on social media?
Where they're like, a woman has to say I'm sorry and then they draw a whole diagram.
That's awesome friends.
Yes.
And they will never take accountability, and they would even if they do say, oh well, I didn't mean to do that, but I did it because you did this. They always make it look like you are the reason why they acted out. So one of the things you have to look for is a friend who owns up when they are wrong.
I totally agree with you.
Accountability.
Yes.
And another one too is the friend who allows you to thrive. You know, some friends are only happy when you are not ahead of them.
Yes, or when you are in a certain state.
Yeah, they can cheer you up when they still feel they are doing better than you. So let's say you got a job and then your salary is probably maybe 15K, and then your friend gets a job and your friend's salary is 10K. You are happy for your friend still. But immediately your friends start making 20K.
You're like, hey.
Like, why? You shouldn't do better than me. You should look out for that. And also, I think one of the things that we tend to ignore has to do with the friends that you think you're a good friend when they agree with whatever you say. Like you lead the pack. Oh, let's do this. Okay, we are doing it. Immediately you say no, it's a problem. You have to lead. The people that they call the gang leaders, they have to lead the gang. And you dull your shine just so your friend is always up there. And the final one, the friend that's immediately the opposite sex is interested in you.
Oh, that.
All of a sudden, they want to be the center of attention. You've been in rooms where immediately there's attention on you. This person would have to find a way
to like come there.
The one happens. Like you say, you can even say, oh, you know, I've done, let's say, a 5K marathon. Oh, I've done 25. Like, who's talking about you? Can you calm down? You know, sometimes we have to be careful with the friends that we go out from, because sometimes you can tell.
Yes, you can. I would tell you, like, when I see you, I would read you out. I would know. I would know. So I think I totally agree with you. We should be with people who would be accountable. We should be with people, like I said, people who just want to see you move on. Like, even if they are not there yet, they are always happy to cheer you on. Yes,
and that friend who always has information about other people. That's the same way they have information about you too.
Of course. And they'll spread it.
If they're gossiping about Amma, trust and believe they are gossiping about you as well to Amma or somebody else. So we have to be careful. But now let's talk about building each other up. What, in your opinion, what are some of the ways that women can build each other up and stop this tearing each other, like just breaking you down, saying things about you, finding rumors that are not even true? How can we build each other up as women? Because we are talking about women empowerment, we are talking about, the women going into the workforce.
Feminism.
Yeah, all that. It will not succeed or work if immediately we get there, we just come back and come and tear each other down.
Right.
You get there, you become the woman that everybody's, then your fellow woman, this one, she got here because she slept with her boss. Like the wildest thing. How can we build each other up as women? I
have had my fair share of rumors.
Okay.
So I've dealt with these kind of things a lot, especially coming from women and men. But since we are going to focus on women, I would say that as a woman, you being a woman, you should make a conscious effort to put in your best, whether it's in terms of a friendship, relationship, work colleague, anywhere you find yourself. I think you bringing out the best in you, you doing your honest part, which is, again, I'll go back to what I've always been saying, being honest, being happy for people, genuinely happy, not because someone is watching or because you are doing it to cover up a certain behavior. I think when women do that, we can build each other up. You know, I see you here, you're looking so beautiful in your African print, and
so are you.
Yes, and it would be nice to just compliment you, but some women will just go like, but then it starts from you, right? You have to make the conscious efforts that I would be this kind of person, I would be a better person. And then when we all do that, you see that, we will definitely uplift each other, and the men have nothing against us.
That reminds me, I was walking with a lady, and then I saw this beautiful lady, very beautiful lady, and then I tapped the lady and said, look at her, she's so beautiful. And then she looks at the woman from top to bottom and said, but look at her shoe. So she had to pick that one thing that was not perfect for her to happen. I'm like, no, there was so, you couldn't talk about anything. Her dress,
she was probably wearing holding a nice bag.
You couldn't see, it was the shoe that had a little scratch on it that caught your attention. I just turned and I said, what is wrong with you? It doesn't take away from the fact that she's beautiful.
Yeah, and it doesn't also make you less beautiful.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
We can have like two beautiful
people. You can, and it's okay.
It's
okay.
It's fine.
It's okay to have like two fine girls going about their daily activities, being friends. It's totally fine. Like,
we don't.
You telling someone you're beautiful, you're doing well, I'm so proud of you. It doesn't make you less of a person.
It doesn't. But we always think that complimenting someone else takes something away from us.
That's what most people think. I don't know why. That's what most people think.
Because if I'm looking nice and I tell Hilda you're looking nice, all of a sudden I start looking ugly. How does that work?
Yeah. I think, like I said, it starts from you, the individual.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy. So, it's really crazy. But do you think that jealousy sometimes can be disguised as closeness? Is it possible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because there have been different situations. I've read stories, I've watched movies, and I've seen that someone got close to someone particularly because they were jealous. So there was this high school movie that I was watching some time back, and there was this new girl in school. She was very good at math. And then there was this, queen of the school. So she got close to the new girl with the hopes of, you should tutor me to be good in math. And then she would like contribute to her dressing, her movements, the kind of guy she talks to. And then in the end, like, the girl ended up with some you know.
So she led her astray.
Yes, she led her astray basically. So I think people do that. People specifically or intentionally come close to you because they are jealous of you, to sort of move you from where you are to a certain place where they feel like, yes, this is where I think you should be. This is where I think you belong. There you won't. Yes, there's that.
I didn't think of it like that, but that is so true.
Yeah.
Then you should be, I think then the saying of choosing your friends come in and not letting you choose your friends do not choose you. Because imagine you sitting in your corner somewhere and somebody comes and is so nice to you and you're thinking, oh, this is going to blossom into a sisterhood that is going to last. Only for the person to be coming because they think you're a threat. And so I'm going to like keep your friends closer. Keep your friends closer and your enemies closer. And the person comes just to destroy you. What did the Bible say? They came to steal, kill, destroy. So I believe that that is very possible. But she says her friend sent her a message to say I'm sorry when she confronted her, and said, I'm sorry, I apologize. And she says, I've forgiven her, I've moved on. And you said the same thing. You said, I've forgiven, but you do not have access to me.
Yes.
What does forgiveness look like in this case? Is it really forgiveness if there's no restoration?
Well, I would say forgiveness has no limit.
Okay.
Forgiveness has no limit.
Okay.
I mean, God has told us to forgive each other 77 times, 7 times. So, I mean, if you're counting, for me, I'm nowhere near that's the final answer. Yes. So forgiveness has no limit, but access does. I believe access does.
Okay.
Because I love you. I want you to thrive. I want you to be successful, but you won't have access to me. Again.
But does that mean you're forgiving her though?
I have. So the access here, let me explain what I mean by that. So access here is you getting to that point of having like an opinion in my life, having a say in what I do, you helping me take certain decisions. No, I'll keep you there. I'll keep you at arm's length. I don't hate you. I'm not jealous, but I feel like when you learn your lesson, there are some people that you should just deny access to. So forgiveness has no limit. You should definitely forgive the person. Forgiveness to me means you don't hold whatever the person did against them. So that's why I'll say, I love you. I want you to thrive. I want you to do well. But that kind of access to me, to be able to have a say in what I do, or to like have an opinion, I think I'll just
and I think it would be a little foolish to allow the same people that did something to you back into your circle. So imagine you find out that somebody tried to poison you, and then they said, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to, and you forgive them.
Wow.
And you still allow them close to your food.
You know that saying where they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So then I'm not getting the shame, so then you don't fool me twice.
So we have to be smart in that.
We do.
We have to be smart in that. Now let's look at what she said, that the gossip that said, okay, nobody is going to marry her. She won't find anybody to marry her. And the fact that she was the one that ruined or destroyed her first relationship. But in this case, let's look at the woman's worth being tied to marriage. We've had it. 25 years, they start saying things. You have to find somebody. You have to find somebody. 26, oh my God, you still haven't found anybody. You still haven't found anybody. 27, where are the men? Where are the men? Then it gets to 30, oh, it's too late for you, my dear. I don't think at this point anybody that will come accept him. Whatever he is, accept him. There's this, clearly it's a cultural thing, but there's this pressure to find a man society, from family, from friends, to find a man and to settle down as a woman. And especially when you're a woman of a certain age, it becomes, oh God, you're still here with no man. They don't talk about, oh God, you are doing well. Oh God, you are healthy. Oh God, you are alive. They don't talk about that. They just find, oh God, no man has found you. And then let's say God blesses you with a man. Oh my goodness, no children. And let's say you get one. Oh my goodness, only one child. We are never satisfied.
That's true.
And the woman is struggling, is suffering, has so much pressure. Nothing she does is ever celebrated. It's not an achievement because she doesn't have a man. She's not married.
Why are you single? Why don't you have someone?
I heard this interview of a lady that hadn't married and she was doing amazing in her job. And she got an award. She called her auntie. Her mother died, so she called her auntie, who was like a mother to her. So she got this award, and then the mother said, "It's good though, but when are you finding a man?" She said the whole excitement just dropped.
It would drop. It would drop.
It was almost as if everything she was working for, everything she's worked so hard for, was nothing just because she didn't have a man.
Yeah.
Why do we do this to ourselves? And this was from a fellow woman.
Yes.
That's what makes it so sad. And she's not even married. Can you imagine?
Yeah. I think over the years, I mean, from Adam, right? Society has made it look like marriage is the end goal.
Yeah, for the woman.
For the woman. So people have lived their lives only to be married.
Yeah.
Women have lived their lives and their end goal is, I want to marry and I want to have kids.
Yeah.
But let's be real. Even if your end goal is to marry, as a woman, I believe or I feel you should have a purpose. You should have something you are interested in. You should have something you'd want to do. A certain point you'd want to get in life. And, well, people might not agree with me with this, but I would say your husband or the man you marry shouldn't be your end goal.
Right.
It shouldn't be where everything ends. In fact, you should be established as a woman yourself before you even get to the point of going to be with someone. Because I feel marriage is a partnership. Yeah. I pour into you and you pour into me. So if I have nothing to offer as a woman, how am I going to pour into you?
They'll tag you as a liability. I've heard that one before.
That's why you have people like on social media, I don't want this kind of woman, I don't want this kind of woman. But I think...
What do you bring to the table?
What do you bring to the table, right? I think life isn't just about marriage.
No, it's not.
And even as a woman, if you want to make it about that, I believe you should establish yourself. That's why you have people, this minister saying, my wife is an industrious woman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the one that says his wife takes care of him.
Yes.
I was blown away.
I think as a woman, you should build for yourself. You should have something. You should have purpose, right? Because me growing up, I wanted to be an architect. Look at me. I went to do computer science. I'm doing IT
life
stuff.
will take you.
But then I have told my dad that I will get my degree. Even if I am married, I would.
You will.
And I don't think that should be a hindrance, or when I marry, my husband should be the reason why I stop or my dreams end.
Yeah.
Or
it should even stop you from
doing that. Yes.
You know, people say that your chances of finding a man reduces when you
are
successful.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
So I always ask, what does that mean? So we should say, okay, where I've gotten to, I have to stop. If I don't stop, nobody will marry.
No, that is not true at all. Because I come from a home like that. My mom, she works. My dad works. So I have seen firsthand.
Yeah.
My mom contributes. My dad contributes.
In this Ghana, like, how will you survive? I always wonder. Okay, we have them. I always call them the 1%. The 1% that they have the money in abundance and they can afford
generational wealth.
Yes, they can afford to have a single income home because the single income itself is like multiple streams of
double,
right?
Yeah.
So they can do that. But for the majority of us, let's not kid ourselves. For the majority of us, we need a double or a triple income.
We do
to manage the home because
living in a country like
I always tell women that I don't know how men do it because it's not easy to fend for a wife and a child. I don't know why they would want to do it by themselves. It is so heavy a task.
The men that have come these days, they say they don't want they don't want someone who isn't.
How can we get out of school at relatively similar age? And you are working and I'm working. I expect that you come and use your salary to take care of it.
Yeah.
But I am working too. It's not even fair to the men.
That's why I say I believe in, if you are with someone, marriage, it's a partnership.
Yep.
I pour into you and you pour into me. So if you have nothing to offer as a woman, should you even really be thinking about marriage? You shouldn't.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't. You should establish yourself.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
And then you can think about that.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to fend for yourself, so that you don't fully depend on your husband.
Because your husband is also trying to fix it for himself.
Right. And then you guys come together to take care of the kids.
Yeah. You even take away the burden.
That's what I think it should be.
Yes, I agree. On that great note, we are going for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the story and delve more into how you will help this woman out finally. Do not go anywhere. This is Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Hope Channel Ghana presents Healing Hearts Mission Tamale 2025 from August 2nd to 9th at the Dakwema Palace. Experience free medical care that brings healing to hundreds. General surgeries, eye care, dental services, and health screenings. And it's all free. But that's not all. Each evening, join us for the Healing Hearts Bible Lecture Series at the Dakwema Palace with Chaplain Elom Edison. Explore the cravings of the soul, hope, peace, purpose, and a deeper connection with God. Healing for the body, healing for the soul. Follow Hope Channel Ghana to support, volunteer, or be part of this mission of mercy. Healing Hearts 2025. Because Jesus still heals. Hope Channel Ghana, changing lives. Hope starts here.
Will you still care? Will you be there? Hope Channel is my favorite Christian channel. The best thing about this is that you can have it everywhere you go. All you need to do is to download the Hope Channel app on your Play Store or Apple Store and get all the programs you want to watch.
Welcome back from that quick break. We are still in the studios of Hope TV Ghana, coming your way with Real Talk. My name is Evie, and I have been having the conversation with Hilda Nchiwa Ofori. So we are talking about friendship betrayal. So there's this lady who helped out a friend. She stayed with her, fed her, got her a job, only for the friend to pay her back with evil. I mean, she was literally gossiping about her, trying to shame her for her single life, talking about how nobody would marry her. And the lady found out, and she was obviously very hurt. And she confronted her friend, and the only thing she could say was, "I am sorry, I didn't mean to." And we are talking about female friendships, how we can build it, how we can build each other up, make it a better support system. Because one thing I have come to know, and I believe that as we grow, we need that solid support system that will carry us through. Because trust and believe, you cannot do this life alone. That no man is an island, and it is so true. You will need support, you need friendship. Sometimes you need that little whip here to put you back in action. And it will be so sad to sacrifice so much for somebody you consider a friend or even a sister, only for her to betray you this deep. And so we are still having the conversation, and we are going to look at how you can help someone and still set boundaries, you know? How can I still be a great friend? Like this lady in this case, she saw her, "Oh, I don't have a job, I came to Accra, okay, I can bring you home." How could she have even set boundaries? And if she could, how would she have done that?
Okay, so I believe setting boundaries depends on the situation.
Okay.
If I were in this lady's position, I have a home, there is space, I find you, you know, I would bring you in.
Right.
But I think for her, what she can do now to set her boundaries is she can offer help, not just, like I said, access. So she should support her friend, forgive her, put her in a place where she can thrive on her own, because she has been living with her for some time.
Yeah, but she got her a job.
Yes, so you have a job now.
This friend.
So you have a job now. So now I believe I would leave you to it.
Yeah, I think she should go and rent.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I'll
sorry
leave you
if
to go.
it sounds like harsh, but I think she should go and rent.
She should definitely like find herself a place, because she's working. I mean, I helped you get a job, so at least I sheltered you.
Yeah.
So yeah, if maybe there's a time where she loses the job, I mean the other friend, and she can help, of course she can, but I think she shouldn't be with her in the same under the same roof.
Yeah,
No.
I agree. Because it's dangerous, isn't it? For somebody that will literally gather people and
Tell them, right?
no, this one, nobody will marry her, who her. And I wonder, she didn't go into details, but I wonder what she did to the other relationship that
She had, right?
Yeah. Like
Because
how
she was getting close to being married to this man.
yeah,
And then
she
the
just went
friends
to ruin it. So for this person, I think another boundary that she can set is that she shouldn't know who she's dating. She shouldn't have any relationship with them.
Yes.
I
That
have
is
always
very true.
people said, oh, my friends cannot be my boyfriend's friend. That's fair. I mean, I get that and I can see that, because my husband's friends are not my friends.
They
are
aren't.
my husband's friends, and I'm very friendly with them, but they are not my friends.
Yes.
And my friends are not my husband's friends. Yes, we do have mutual friends. One of my best friends, in fact, she knew my husband before me, but we met under different circumstances.
Okay.
We met in senior high school, and they went to junior high school together.
Oh.
So they knew each other before. But so she's a mutual friend. But even that, I can see that the dynamics have changed. She's closer to me now because we are women and we are friends. So I can see that. But there's this thing, this crave of wanting your friends to know your boyfriends, wanting them to have their number, wanting them to, and even the crazy people that go ahead of saying, oh, test
him.
You will fail.
Test him.
Test him to see if he's a good. They just want this home, like a family. Oh, this is my sister. She's my friend. This is my boyfriend. This is my sister. You can have a number. Whenever you can't reach me, you can call. We do that.
Yes.
Whether naively or it's from a good place. Oh, I love her. She won't do anything to me. I think talking about boundaries, that's one of the things you can put in place.
Yeah.
Your friend doesn't need to know who you're dating. Yeah, she can know.
She can know the person. You
Yes,
know.
but they don't need to be friends.
Yes.
They don't necessarily need to have their number.
That is true.
It's not this one that my boyfriend is looking for me and they'll come and call you and you
And
say,
then like, I don't know where she is.
sometimes she be saying, this girl again. Making it look like that is what you do.
Something bad, yeah.
You have to be careful because people are cobras. Yes. You have to be very careful.
And there's this advice my mom gave me. She always tells the young ladies at church that once you are married, no friends.
Really?
Don't
My
bring your
mother
friends
says
to
that.
come and meet your
My
husband.
mother
Your
says
friend
that all
shouldn't
the
know your
time.
husband. Your friend shouldn't be close to your husband.
My
Because
mother
by the
said
time you realize,
Uh-huh.
and then she is even coming from the point of, even if your husband or your boyfriend or whoever you're in a relationship with doesn't want to do that, by the time you realize, because of familiarity, it will end somewhere you wouldn't be happy, you'll be
want it to.
displeased, and then
Yeah.
so just don't bring them closer.
Yeah.
It's not that you hate them, but you are just setting boundaries.
Yeah. My mother used to say that, and I always used to tell her that my friends, they don't have time more. First of all, don't let your friends come into your home. My friends don't have time to even get them to, for us to say, oh, let's hang out. We have to
It will
plan.
take, like-
We have to plan. And then sometimes the hangout is stuck in the WhatsApp group.
The group
It
chat,
never-
yeah, it stays there.
It never moves. And I always say that so one time when I hear stories like this, a friend that has tried to ruin a relationship or probably wants to get your man. I was looking at all my friends that are married and those that are in relationship, their boyfriends. It's the weirdest thing. They are like, I would never go for them, not in a bad way.
Yeah, I mean,
but
they're just not your kind of
They
person.
just appear to be so out, like, I will look at them and don't think of them in that way.
Yeah.
They all of a sudden become like brothers. So my mind doesn't even go there. And I think back and I'm like, women can actually go ahead and then
Yeah,
take
some women can.
their friends,
Yeah,
husbands or boyfriends,
some women
and they
can.
have no shame, no remorse. It's
At
like,
all.
It's fair game. I mean, we are all struggling.
Yeah,
so if it's time for me
I have to also get some.
I'll get some.
Yeah.
So sometimes we know the sort of friends we have. You should know the sort of friend you have and how you won't play certain jokes with them.
Yeah.
The last time my husband said that he read something and he said, is this true? They say that when, so if I go out without him, and his friends are there. Let's say I go for a wedding and he doesn't come, but I meet his friends. They'll make sure they get food for me, they get drink for me, they check in. Oh, Evie, how are you doing?
Yeah.
But and when he hears it, he'll be like, oh, my guys, that's cool. But when he goes out, and then my friends are there, and then they serve him and things, and I hear that maybe, oh, when he went out, Hilda was there, and Hilda said, I will be upset and I'll fight him. And I said, actually, no, because I know my friends. Now, so I listed some friends, and I'm like, now, if it is Hilda, I don't care. Hilda will not do. But if it is Adjoa, I'm a little worried because I know Adjoa for who she is. You know, so sometimes you know your friends and you know whether what they are doing is out of the genuine hearts or
they are just scheming.
Yes. And so when you know them, you should set boundaries. So it's actually right when you say that. It depends on the situation.
Yes,
and
it
the
does.
boundaries that
It does.
you're going to set. Okay, so I guess bringing us to this question, do you think we can be more intentional about supporting each other? And if we can, what are some of the intentional ways? Are we supposed to take a book and say, you know what, I'm going to be a great friend? And what that means is that when I wake up, I'm going to do this and this and that. How can we be intentional about supporting each other?
It will go back to what I've been saying since we started our discussion. Supporting each other, clapping for each other, being honest with each other. That is how we grow. That's how we evolve. That's how we get to that A stop or the highest point.
Yeah.
As a woman, that's it. I mean, you shouldn't see someone and then have a certain mindset.
Yeah.
I always say I don't have perception over people. I don't have expectations.
Yes.
So you are what you show me.
Yeah.
If you show me you're a bad person, I will
person.
take it that you're a bad person. If you show me you're a good person,
good person.
I'll show. That's how we can uplift each other.
Yeah. So we should take it as they've shown.
Yes,
us.
and don't have a preconceived notion about someone.
Yeah.
Like I said, nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
Like nobody owes you being kind.
Yeah.
As we sit here, I don't owe you goodness. I don't owe you kindness. I don't owe you love.
Yeah.
That is how you should move.
Yeah.
And when you have less and less of expectations, you see that you won't be disappointed. Yeah. When you have that clear rule that I'm not expecting this from someone. I'm not expecting you to be nice to me. I am a nice person by nature.
Yeah.
I will be nice to you. You can be nice to me if you want. But if
not,
we move.
Yeah.
So I think doing that and then setting that kind of limit for yourself, not being too vested in what someone does, basically not having expectations. It will limit the way you are disappointed, because when you have expectations, you feel like someone should act a certain type of way. Like the way this lady, she was expecting that, oh, as my friend, you live with me.
Yeah.
I don't even expect you to say all these things behind my back, but look at how it turned out. So when you have less and less of expectations, you'll be less disappointed, and you realize that, oh, I mean, even when it happens, you're like, oh, okay, I guess this is how you are.
Yeah. So I'll take you.
Yeah.
Was it Maya Angelou that said, if they show you who they are, believe them?
Yes.
If he shows you or she shows you who they are, believe them.
You
Don't go making excuses. Oh, they didn't
this
mean
person
to.
is not like that. This person cannot do this.
It must be a bad day.
Yeah.
No, it is who they are.
Yes.
Believe them.
Believe it.
So clearly she says that the lady says she's sorry, and you can see she's finding it difficult to move on, to trust again, because she says, I've moved on this, but I can't believe, how can somebody betray you like this? So you can see that she's struggling a little bit with moving on. But for somebody that's struggling like this, how can she get back to trusting? Because if she doesn't have trust, she can't form any other meaningful relationship
So
again.
I think when it comes to the matter of trust and then recovering from a betrayal, it will take time. It takes time. I would say baby steps.
Yeah.
Take all the time you need, because if you are not healed and you find yourself in another friendship, you are going to have that preconceived notion that, oh, this person is going to hurt me, this is going to betray me. But you should be free of whatever you have been through. You should be healed from whatever you have been through.
Yeah.
Whether relationship heartbreak, friendship heartbreak, you should take your time. Just take your time, heal, and then you can build trust. It's baby steps.
Yeah.
There really isn't any hack to
Getting
snapping out of it. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You just have to take your time, and then build it one step at a time.
Yeah. Now there's this thing about how she confronted her. You know how people say when you hear somebody gossiping about you, or you hear a rumor from someone, you go to the person, maybe in the midst of people. That is a lie. This is not true. And you confront them. And some people also say that you wait, you find the person alone, and you ask, why did you do this? I am so hurt by this. Do you think that she going in there and confronting her in front of everybody was the right way?
Well, I would say yes, because I would have done that.
Yeah.
You didn't spread the rumors about me in a private way.
Yeah.
You actually gathered people to spread the word.
Yeah.
And so I would confront you in front of these people that you told, and I would want to hear your part. I would want to know why you are saying all those bad things about me, and then telling people, who would even marry this girl?
Yeah.
And how can she be with this person?
Yeah.
I mean, I would confront you. So for me, people don't like to say things to me, because when you say something to me, I'll go and ask the person.
Yeah, and I'll tell you I'm going to ask.
Yes, I would both of you together and say, this person said you said this about me. How true is it? I would like to hear from both sides. If I can't get you to, I would speak to both parties, and then in the end, I'll definitely come to a conclusion whether whoever brought the initial rumor was the one right or wrong. I think what she did, there was nothing really wrong with it. I think she was right in every way to confront her in front of those people.
I think so too. I think so too, because she could have said, I didn't say it like that. I didn't mean it like that. But with everybody there,
they can even chip in. Oh no, you also said this because and then you can settle it there and there. I don't. When it comes to rumors, I don't believe in dealing with the person one-on-one. No.
And we have to be very careful about rumors, because they have destroyed so many people's personalities and reputation that it wasn't worth it, and it was just based on a lie. I hate repeating, oh, they said, because it can go a long way in harming the person, and you cannot even find. It's like when they say when somebody goes about and says things about you that are not true. Everybody has heard. Now, when the truth comes out, hardly do you get the same number of people to tell the truth to. By then, people have
formed their own perception about you. That's true.
And you have ruined somebody's reputation. And I remember one time somebody came and told me something about a friend, and then I said, I'm going to ask her. And she said,
as you should.
And she said, oh, when you ask her, don't mention my name. And I said, but why? So it will look as if
what you're saying is not true. Why are you hiding?
It will look as if I heard something and I came to tell you. And I said, but why don't you want the person to know if it is the truth? Oh no. And I said, oh, I will. And I said that you said it. I'm not going to look for fights, but I'll say, oh, this person came to me and said this and this and that. If you did so, why did you do so? Just like, oh, it's okay. I don't want to cause problems. And that was when I knew that you are the problem. Because and that is an example of a friend you shouldn't keep. Somebody that always comes to tell you.
That's totally true.
Oh, Hilda has done this, and okay, do you mind if I go and ask Hilda? Oh, don't ask her. Oh. And even if you do, oh, don't mention my name. Oh. So if I go to
why are you hiding?
What should I say? Oh, Hilda, I heard it in the air that
no,
you have come to do this. How is that even possible?
No, that isn't. I think I totally agree with you.
Looking at closure and forgiveness, I remember when you spoke, you said your friend never apologized, but you found a way to forgive her. Do you think that closure is necessary to forgive? Do you need some closure to forgive? Or you think it can be done without?
You can forgive someone without getting the closure. Like I said, most people, when they put you in a certain state or they hurt you to some extent, they themselves can't even walk up to you to even explain why they do that or why they did that. They won't even have the courage to do that. Some might not have the courage. Some might just not see any need for it. And that is fine. You don't need closure to forgive someone. If someone has done something against me, I don't need you to come and tell me this is what I did. And I'm very, like I said, forgiveness has no limits. So you might not even find the person again. Like I was saying when we started, I've had my fair share of rumors.
Yeah.
People have said so many things about me.
Trust and
You
believe.
wouldn't find that person to go and ask, you, why did you say this about me? Hey, you, why did you? But you just make it to points and then make a conscious effort that I'm not going to let this get to me. Whoever said that about me, I forgive you. I would move on with my life.
Yeah.
So I don't think you need closure. If you get it, it's fine.
Great.
It's good. It adds to you being able to have a point to forgive. But you don't really need closure to forgive someone.
I agree. I completely agree. So now the crust of the matter, the point of the rumor or the gossip, she was not married. That is why, I mean, she found it as a very important topic to mock her and share it with friends. How can we, or how can single women deal with the pressure of not being married? How can they make sure that it doesn't affect their mental health? It doesn't affect them emotionally? How can they deal with the societal pressure of not being married, especially when people laugh at them? You know, sometimes you can be in a friend group, maybe you're 5 girls as friends, and then everybody start getting married one by one. It's always like that. So this person good and this person. Then you become the only one. And for some weird reason, sometimes the 4 people that are married start to move in a funny way. Clearly, they can move in a way that is different because they are married. They have something in common that
You don't.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is fair enough. I'm never upset before I got married and my friends had married before me. I was never upset when they shared something about, oh, my husband. Yeah, your husband. I mean, that is your life now. So it makes sense. And how can you watch and not be offended? But clearly there are some people that now every conversation becomes that. You will ask a simple question. Oh, you wouldn't understand because you're not married. Oh, as for me, I have to call my husband now. It has nothing to do with that. Any topic has to do with my husband. And it's done in a way that you know that they are taking like jabs at you, making snide comments. How do you allow that not to get to you?
I think knowing your worth. When you know what you're about, like I said, you have a purpose as a woman.
Yeah.
You wouldn't let all these things get to you. There's something I always tell, I mean, I have older friends who are single and they are not married yet. I always tell them that anybody who is mocking you because you are single is protecting their own fears. Because, I mean, like we've established, marriage isn't the end goal.
Yeah.
And even if it is, you are trying to build a life for yourself.
Yeah.
And so until the point where you feel like, I am ready to do this, keep doing you. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
You know your worth.
Yeah.
You know your worth isn't a ring.
Yeah.
So you'd pursue your purpose.
Yeah.
You'd go chase after your dreams. And then when you're finally ready to settle down, you will. Marriage is no pressure. I think marriage shouldn't be pressure.
It shouldn't be. I agree.
And if people are trying to force it on you, and just tell them, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And when I'm ready, I will be. That's it.
I remember before I got married, somebody asked me, hey, when are you getting married? I told the person, when I get married is when I am getting married. Because how am I supposed to know?
Yeah, that's the best answer.
I don't know. When I get married is when I am getting married.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that. It's like
until
me.
then, I'm busy achieving my goals.
Exactly. It's like me asking, oh, when are you going to die? Of course you don't know. That's like a very silly question. Thank you so much for coming, Hilda. It's been such a good conversation. Thank you so much for coming, and I'm sure this lady has learned a lot. But to the lady, even Jesus was betrayed by someone that was close to him. But that did not stop him from achieving his purpose. He went ahead to die for you and I on the cross. If you haven't been betrayed, don't let it. If you have been betrayed, don't let it harden your heart. Forgive, heal, and rise again. Guard your heart, for it determines the course of your life. That is Proverbs 4:23. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back same time next week with another exciting episode. This is Real Talk Friday on Hope TV Ghana. Until then, continue to enjoy the rest of the content on Hope TV Ghana. I'll be back same time next week.
Hope Channel Ghana presents Healing Hearts Mission Tamale 2025 from August 2nd to 9th at the Dakwema Palace. Experience free